Welcome Flyffers. So today, as you probably have seen in the title, we are doing our first reaction video on the channel. I'm not a huge fan of reaction videos because I don't want to recycle content from other content creators. But since there was a high demand on having all the information in English that were said in Pwnance stream, I did ask Pwnance if he's fine if I'm doing a reaction, and he agreed. So here we are, and we're taking a look at the new upgrade and collector system, and we're also checking out if it's viable to farm Penya in-game or not. So let's just start right here, where you can see the shop, and there's 4 different collectors. The first one is basically the basic one, and then you can upgrade it, or actually like purchase the additional ones, and they cost 100k, 750k, and the most expensive one is 5 million. This is a pretty decent pannier sink early on, and all over the place, like all over Madrigal, there will spawn 4 different kinds of mobs. And as you can see right here, the Aaron Sketcher is one of them. What's important to know about those mobs is they don't fight back. They're basically AFK, but they have 100k HP, so it is wisely to have like a decent amount of DPS before you start hunting those, or it will take forever. And of course it makes sense to have the highest possible collector that you're able to purchase. And since it's only 5 million, I would probably recommend going for a little level streak until you have the 5 million, and then start farming it if this is your decision. And you basically kill them, and then if you press the O button, you can pick a motion and put the motion down on your taskbar. And with this motion, you can start collecting the mob. And let's say we're calling it collector or collecting, but if we're real for it, just look at it. It looks like we're using a huge fucking vacuum cleaner and stealing shit from the universe. And that's basically what we're doing. And there's 4 different kinds of materials, and the reason why we're actually doing it is we are in need of those materials to upgrade. So usually in the Flyff PC version there's now sunstones and moonstones and stuff like that, and those got reverted basically back to version 7 where we use power dices. This means we have the power dice 4, that is used for upgrading +1 to 5 on, like, for example, a weapon or a set part. Then we have the power dice 6, that's the next most valuable one compared to the 4, where we are able to upgrade from 6 to 10. And then of course we're having piercings on the suit, which we will do with the power dice 8. And if we are feeling really unlucky in our piercings of the suit, we can use the power dice 10. And as you can see right there, the equivalent, like for example the power dice 10 compared to the power dice 8, will give you a higher success rate. And the same goes for the power dice 4 and 6 compared to the power dice 12. As you can see right here, the power dice before only had 90% success rate, and with the power dice 12 we are having 100% success rate. Now that we are talking about success rates, there is still one information missing about the new upgrade system, and we are currently waiting on an information, that's at least what was said in the stream, that there was a suggestion for like kind of a pity system. So basically different options they could implement is saying after 100 tries you have a guaranteed upgrade, or for example increasing the upgrade rate with every fail. So you're at 10%, you do 1 try, you're failing the try, your next try will be at 11%, you fail this one, your next try will be at 12%, then you, for example, win and get the upgrade, and then this percent increase will drop to 0 again. Like those kind of pity systems will be discussed, and I hope to see one of those implemented in the future. So yeah, we talked a bit about this, and something else I really want to talk about is if this is actually a potential to farm early on. And I would say it's probably not the best to farm early on, like go on the server and hop straight to it and cut the leveling. As we already mentioned, they have 100k HP, so you should have a decent amount of damage, so you can actually kill them in a reasonable time. And Pwnance said that they're supposed to be spawning random. And random spawns in Flyff is kind of weird, at least for PC Flyff. They're having a really hard time generating random spawns. They usually follow some kind of statistics, and if you play long enough, you will find certain spots where those event mobs or like upgrader mobs here, and for this example, will be crowded. And if this is the case again in Flyff Universe, I'm pretty sure you can basically turn your monitors into a surveillance camera mode and open like 20 different characters and place them on some different positions and farm all those items over and over. And if this is possible, they will inflate really hard. And I don't think it's going to be a reliable way all along to farm Penya, but it's probably really good in the early stages of the server, because when the server is releasing, like there's a lot of cachers that already buy all their pros and stuff like that from the cache shop, and they will be in high demand of upgrade materials because they don't want to spend their time farming them. So if you're not caching, I would suggest going for those upgrade materials as early as possible and trying to get rich first before you start leveling. And the next benefit is if you do it this way, you will level faster, of course, because you will have better gear. And I don't think you will lose too much time if you're using this farm method for increasing your level speed and farm speed. If you like this kind of stuff and you want me to translate all the other videos and it adds some additional information, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I wish you a good weekend.